up everybody, it's Rob with another video, and today we're going to be covering the manual. If you're new here, we make videos about skateboarding, so hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Alright, so the manual is actually an extremely important trick, and I feel like a lot of people skip over the manual, okay? Just doing a manual by itself isn't necessarily the coolest trick, but if you get this trick down, it is going to help so many of your tricks in the future. Alright, so even though the manual is a basic trick, it's kind of difficult because this trick is all about balance. If you know anything about skateboarding, if you're doing a manual, it's essentially like a wheelie. If you scrape your tail or put your wheels down, it doesn't count. So like I said, it's all about having good balance. Before you try this trick, I think it's a good idea if you can ollie really well, be completely comfortable skateboarding around the park, and I honestly think doing a kickflip or a pop shove it is a little bit easier than doing a proper manual. Let's review the footage and see where we put our feet. Alright, so in that clip, I showed doing a manual on a manual pad. Now, if you have extreme confidence, you can just jump right into it, go find the biggest, baddest manual pad and hop right up on there and it ain't nothing but a thing. But in reality, what you want to do for the manual is you want to simply stand in place, okay? Put your feet just how I showed you in that video and just try to hold a manual in place for as long as you can, okay? The key to manuals is having all of your weight above that back foot. If you can see in this clip, I am literally standing straight up, okay? My head is over my back foot and you want to be lined up all above that back foot. That is how you get your balance centered. And then for the hands, you want to be like an eagle or Jesus Christ, whatever you decide. But you want to have your hands out just like Jesus would, or like an eagle, and that is going to help you balance. Don't worry about what you look like, okay, because you're just trying to figure out that balance point. Oh, also, if you have really tight trucks, it's definitely going to help. Okay, so I would recommend being able to stand in that manual position for at least 20 seconds, okay? The manual seriously just comes down to balance, okay? Once you're confident with balancing in place, all you want to do is go to your local skate park or the sidewalk. You want to find two lines and you simply want to manual from line to line while moving, okay? Now, once again, take your time with this, okay? Because if you have this down, doing it on a manual pad will be super easy. Okay, so now that we're feeling as confident as Floyd Mayweather, now it's time for you to find a manual pad. If you don't have a skate park, the beautiful thing about manuals is the perfect place to learn it is just on a curb to another curb, okay? Because it's a small ollie distance and that's going to make it easier for you to do the manual. So let me show this POV clip one more time so I can remind you to where you put your feet so you can do the manual. Alright, there isn't much complexity to the manual. All you want to do is ollie up, lean back a little bit, and then center all your weight above that back leg and manual to the end of the manual pad. The number one thing that I see people messing up with the manual is they try to rush it, okay? They don't have their balance down. You want to think ollie and then manual, and when you land into that manual pad, you're going to be shaky. So the number one thing that you want to think about is getting on that back foot and then stabilizing your balance and thinking manual. A lot of people think I got to get to the end of the manual pad as quick as possible before catching their weight. That's a big problem. You want to go into this going pretty slowly, ollie up, and then find your balance. Once you have that manual under control, it's as simple as riding off the manual pad. Another huge thing that I like to go over is when you ollie up onto that manual pad, it's a very weird balance of keeping your body very relaxed and loose so that you can catch your balance, but at the same time, you want your back leg to be a little bit stiff, because if you land on that back leg and you're too loose, you're never going to stabilize yourself and you're always going to tap your front wheels down or your tail. So your upper body wants to be kind of relaxed and loose, and that front leg, but the back leg wants to be a little bit stiff so that when you ollie into that back foot position, you can really stabilize that manual. All right, everybody, that's it for the manual. Like I said, take your time. Make sure you have that balance down by standing in place. And I noticed growing up, all the best manualers, they could simply cruise around the skate park just doing manuals, okay? So make sure that you can cruise around doing a manual and then it's as easy as ollieing up onto that back foot and then riding away. Thank you guys so much for the video. I'll see you next time.